Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. I am going to just talk to you from my heart a little bit. Want to kind of cover who I am, what I do, and how I'm going to be able to help you by following me and subscribing to my channel, as well as sharing the information. So, my name is Sebastien Boyer, and I am the Approved Guy. On this channel, I discuss relevant topics. I provide free classes, hot tips, business resources, and fresh interviews. I cover a wide range of content, starting with personal and business credit. I get really energized when helping people overcome their fears of starting a business and launching out as an entrepreneur. I talk about financing, debt management, growing wealth, protecting wealth, and giving. Very important. My purpose is to bless others with information that can be used to improve their quality of life and to encourage them to take action. Again, I'm specially energized when helping someone to overcome their fears of starting a new business and launching out as an entrepreneur. And I promise to only provide value content that will empower and enrich you. I have a couple sites that I've created. One is a free startup business guide, and it's full of resources and jewels that you can take advantage of to save you time and money and be very efficient in starting and growing your business. And that website is www.startupcred.com. Startupcred.com. It's your free business startup credibility guide. Just go to that website and register for free. I also am the founder of Business Credit 101. Basically that site's www.businesscredit101.com. On Business Credit 101, you can learn more about building your business credit, which is foundational. It's one of the first things you should do, and if you haven't done it and you're an existing business, you should do it now. Establishing your business credit and building your business credit is paramount, and we'll talk more about that later. I'm also the director of financing with OrangeFi, which is short for Orange Financial. OrangeFi is a business finance consulting company, and we facilitate multiple loan programs, including SBA loans, invoice factoring, equipment financing, asset-based lending, unsecured, secured, personal, business, term loans, credit card funding. There's SBA 504, 7A. There's also self-directed 401k rollovers. There's leveraging life insurance, collateral-based line of credit. I mean, there's so many options, and every client, every person is unique and different. So we approach it that way. We'll do a free assessment, find out where you fit, what you can qualify for. If you don't qualify, we can help you get on track and shift you over to Business Credit 101, personal and business credit coaching to get you in a position to qualify. Ultimately, that is our goal, to help you to qualify. Now, if you're in a situation where you're looking to manage debt or eliminate debt, you want to check out debteliminationsystem.com, or a shortcut for that would be zerodebtdate.com. And that's a system, it's a software that will basically put you right on track to eliminate debt in a third of the time and minimize the interest that you pay on debt. So, it's amazing what you can do if you have a strategic way of paying off your debt without increasing your budget or taking out a loan or refinancing or doing anything that's going to hurt your credit or change your current budget or lifestyle. It's really just strategically moving and managing the existing that you have. And it's a system and a tool that can also help you to plan for the future. If you're going to invest in real estate or start a business or you're going to buy anything, you can really do an assessment very quickly just to determine if it makes sense for you to make that purchase or to invest in that strategy. And then finally, I am a licensed life insurance agent, and I work very closely with a group called IBC Global, where we basically teach people how to create themselves as their own bank. That's just a concept, a marketing word. You can also call it infinite banking. It's basically leveraging a whole life insurance policy where you're going to set it up with a 90 or 80% portion of your premium going towards the cash value, and then 10 or 20 going towards the face value or to the death benefit. And by doing so and structuring this properly, you're able to borrow from the policy. You're able to then grow your money at a rate inside the policy at around 4% on average. Your money is protected from any litigation. The growth inside the policy is protected from taxes. And when you borrow from the policy, the money still grows in the policy, and then you can use the money in real life, whether it's for your business, any investment, paying off debt, school, whatever. You can use that money, and it's called infinite banking because you can use it infinite ways. So essentially, you're setting yourself up as your own bank. You set the terms if you want to make $1 a month payment, or if you want to pay it back in one lump sum. It's entirely up to you. Of course, there's a lot more details to learn about that, but that's one of the concepts. My partner's name is Mark Anthony, and basically what we do is we work with IBC Global for the infinite banking, but we also teach people about other strategies, including leveraging life insurance for retirement planning, where you can basically use this as a vehicle to give you living income in retirement. And guys, it's really about being balanced. Okay, the old school method of just buy term and invest the rest is not the best strategy. Ultimately, you do want to invest. You want to, if you have the ability to do that in the market, but you want to be diverse. Different types of policies have different purposes. Different investment strategies have different values to them. Ultimately, you can become a real estate investor. You can start a business. There's so many ways to grow wealth. But one of the best ways to protect your liquid assets is to put them into a policy of such so that you have access to the liquidity. You can borrow from it and ultimately grow your wealth and protect your asset. So that is going to be the markanthonygroup.com/Seb if you want to talk to me about that, or talk to my partner. He's amazing, 20-year veteran. He was a financial advisor at Barclays, and basically we can discuss all the different carriers. We work with Guardian, we work with Mass Mutual, we work with so many different carriers, Midland, John Hancock. I mean, the list goes on and on. So at the end of the day, it's not cookie cutter, it's customized for each person. So again, guys, I'm just giving you a little rundown of who I am and what I do. I am a believer in Jesus as my Lord and Savior, and I'm not afraid to say it. I say that boldly right here on YouTube, so that everyone knows that is who I am. And I don't want to force that belief on anybody, but I do like to want to declare that and make it known that I am a believer in the kingdom of God. And I believe that this information I'm sharing, the financial principles, the services and resources, and understanding money is a very important part of becoming a kingdom citizen, where you are empowered and you have the authority to be in control of your domain, which is basically what you have authority over, the people within your reach, your family, your friends, the people of influence in your network. So bless you with that, and I hope that for those that receive that, there's more value and information that I'll be discussing in my videos at random times as it pertains to the kingdom. And if that's not for you, that's okay. Just leave it to the side. The information is universal regardless of what your belief is, and therefore I hope it blesses you regardless of what you believe. At the end of the day, again, my purpose is to bless others with information that can be used to empower their quality of life and encourage them to take action. I'd like to kind of go back a little bit as far as starting a business and becoming an entrepreneur, and then building your business credit. Why do you want to do that? Why is that so important? Well, if you're not set up as a business, then that means that all of your money, all of your income is going into your personal identity, into your social security number and your personal banking and checking, and you have very little tax write-offs and benefits that you can take advantage of as an individual. So ultimately, when you set up a business, I don't care what you're doing. If you want to sell nail polish, or if you want to start a hair salon, or if you want to do a web-based business, there's so many businesses, and you don't have to make thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars to be a business owner. You can make very little to be a business owner. You just need to get established. So once you have a tax ID number, an EIN number, and basically these are the first steps. You need to of course, define what you're going to do, figure that out. Number one. Number two, what's the name of your company? You want to verify that that name's available in your state. You can do that typically through the Secretary of State. You can also have an attorney assist you. On startupcredit.com, I provide the resources of attorneys that are very affordable, almost free, but they're not free. It's about $35 a month for that type of consultation, and they can help you set up your business. Basically, they'll do the research, make sure your name is legit. They'll help you to get set up with the Secretary of State, and this is something you can do yourself if you have time to research and figure it out. You can get set up with the Secretary of State to form your articles and get set up as a business. Then you're going to go to the IRS, irs.gov, and establish your EIN, your tax ID number. Once you have that tax ID number with your articles with the Secretary of State and you are established as a business, that's the first step. Now that EIN number is essentially your business's social security number. So just like you can build credit on your personal credit, you can also build credit on your business credit, on your EIN number. Okay, it's a little bit more. It's not difficult. It's just a little bit more intentional. With your personal credit, basically anything you do, as far as purchases, applications, automatically show up on your personal credit, good, bad, or indifferent. You really don't have to worry about reporting it unless, of course, there's an issue. Then it's negative, and you probably want to try to figure out how you can clean that up if possible. But as far as business credit goes, it's not automatic. You have to establish a profile. You have to be credible. And I'm going to kind of go through the credibility steps with you here in just a moment. You have to be credible. And then once you're credible, you then establish a profile with the business credit bureaus. There are basically three of them. There's Experian's IntelliScore, Equifax's business credit score, and then Dun & Bradstreet's Paydex score. So you have to create these profiles. Especially with Dun & Bradstreet, you have to be very proactive. And ultimately, establishing a profile is the equivalent of opening up a business or a personal bank account and having no money in the account. It's $0 in the bank account. So having an account is great, but with nothing in it, it does nothing for you. So therefore, you have to build it. You have to build that profile up, and you have to establish that credit. But the first step is to create the profile. You can do that for free. But before you create the profile, you need to go through some basic credibility steps.